No.
have the meeting? Okay, that's what I thought.
No.
So I was like, let me double check. I didn't think so because they got it in the work session. They have the meeting.
Well, you know what? Actually, yeah, we can keep them on.
All right,
So I wasn't
no,
thinking.
that's okay. I just want to double check because I was like, I knew
they
got
don't.
it.
They don't
no,
get
not
them.
that.
But if
Yeah,
somebody
I'll
in
just
the
put
public
extra,
wants to know
we have
who's
a bunch
doing what,
of it anyway.
yeah.
So yeah, okay, I'll put up stuff.
Hello, sir. Nice to see you. Happy New Year.
You had to. Because I'm glad you did. Yeah, but I'm glad you did. There's another
Thank you.
as well that I want to share with you. It's like I don't understand. This is business. I don't understand why it's It's like I don't understand why the county's acquiescing.
He basically feels like a joke. I didn't send it to Jimmy because.
But I guess they don't want to be around. I guess they don't want to be around.
So I said to the executive,
but he needs to, and maybe when we sit, it'll be the best time to go over that, but he needs to get a sense of that. Because these guys, they're professing to be doing all these things to protect him.
no, but then you can't be sending out emails like that to guys like me.
Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
What you doing, man?
How are you? Happy New Year.
It is happy.
We're here.
That's right. You're here.
I heard.
Yes, sir.
I heard.
It's done already.
I know, I heard. I like,
You're in.
I was in Passaic County at 12:30.
What a day you're having.
Pretty good. I wish all of them were like this.
Yeah, well, we'll take one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, so we'll talk.
Freeholder, Happy New Year.
About time. You're here. We just don't.
Make sure to get up here and say.
Oh, you don't have to act like you do. You said.
Josh is itching to get out of here.
Congratulations. Happy New Year. Chris. Sounds good.
All right, we got to get this show in the red person. Yes.
Listen, you sent some kind words over to the father.
Where? Where's Jermaine? Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous.
Just hold them off until I get married, until I get the phone.
I've never been able to get it to work.
Congressman.
Where's the chairwoman?
She's coming.
So see you over there, I have to hold it together. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just check with Michael and Storm to see if they have any more names to go on this list of dignitaries.
Bill, good to see you.
Been the best mentor ever. Well, other than you, of course.
I'm at my seat.
Hello. Thank you. I'm sorry?
Hello.
We shall as soon as I get people up here.
Hopefully each other a little bit. We got the camera. You got the camera now? Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Hello.
You just like that. I'm going to go 4 minutes.
John. Storm said that she's only seen the people who have assigned seating. Unless you're going to municipal people, then yes, she's seen
No,
others.
but I'm going to former freeholders, so I know my mom's here. I know Doug Byrne is here. There might be other freeholders here.
That's what Storm said. But I will double check again.
Yeah,
She doesn't have a list of who you have on the list to tell you.
Councilman Chris Hillman from the Hasbrook Heights.
All right.
Are you still getting names?
Yep.
I see them
Ready to go.
We're
As they
good.
come in the room, man.
You know what? I'm ready to go, and then anybody else keep a list of who can be added as alias. He is in the row. He's in the third row.
Everyone has they all have assigned seats, so we can scoot out early.
Two over from the chairman.
2 over from the chairman. Oh, he's already seated.
Storm knows the seating plan.
Well, thanks, man. Thank you. You might take this.
Same.
Okay.
As soon as Jermaine comes, we'll do the gavel.
What's inside?
Yeah, haven't seen her come in yet.
Mike, can you see if Jermaine's going to come out?
Jermaine, what?
We're waiting for Jermaine.
Okay.
We need her, and we can start.
Okay.
No, I have.
Float in case I see
Yeah,
what
I
a-
have.
with a prompt or anything.
I told Michael, once I start, then you make a list of the people we didn't name, and they'll get acknowledged at the end.
How are you? How's everything? No. Been there, done that already, yeah?
Thank you, Senator. Thank you so much.
I don't have a watch on, so once again.
How are you?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the ones behind you? Yeah, they won. Hey, Anthony, sit here so I can snack. I'll make it up.
You know, I think he still has
Hello.
weapons.
I'll hit him and make a little bit of combo.
Jermaine is walking in, so I'm going to start making noise. KO?
Whose kid is that?
Here we go.
Okay, what time do we have?
We have 6:10.
Meeting is called to order at 6:10. Before we begin our meeting, I ask that everyone take a moment to silence their phones. Thank you. In accordance with Section 5 of the Senator Byron Baer Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided in the annual notice schedule, which contain the time, date, and location of this meeting, copies of which notices were forwarded to the official county newspapers, to wit, the Herald News, the Star Ledger, and the Record, and a copy of which was posted on the bulletin board in the Bergen County Justice Center and Administration Building, 1 Bergen County Plaza, Hackensack, New Jersey, and filed with the office of the Bergen County Clerk. I will now call the roll alphabetically. Freeholder Amoroso.
Here.
Freeholder Gans.
Aye.
Freeholder Ortiz.
Here.
Freeholder Sullivan.
Here.
Freeholder Tonelli.
Here.
Freeholder Voss.
Here.
Freeholder Zor.
Here.
7 members present. We have a quorum. Will you please rise for a series of events? We ask that you remain standing until it's the appropriate time to sit. Would you now permit the presentation of colors by the Bergen County Sheriff's Department's Color Guard?
Stop time. Push. Left. Left. Honor guard. Halt. Left. Peace. Honor guard. Present. Halt. Honor guard, shoulder, halt. Forward, push.
Please remain standing as we get ready for the Pledge of Allegiance. Would Daniela Ortiz please come forward?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing as we have Megan Fulham of Emerson High School. Please come forward. She will be singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight are the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, I'd like to have Rabbi David J. Fine of Temple Israel Ridgewood please come up for our invocation.
Holy One of a blessing, bestow your blessing on these leaders who have been elected to serve our county. Instill in them, with insight and understanding, perseverance as well as patience. Inspire them to work together in pursuit of our county's greatest aspirations, even as they watch over its daily needs. Oh God, we are thankful for the dedication and giving spirit that bring these men and women before you, prepared to devote their energies to your service and to the benefit of us all. Grant success to their endeavors and help them to lead us in the pursuit of our sacred duty. As we invoke the ancient blessing of Scripture, may God bless you and keep you. May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you. May you feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace.
You may now be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce the many dignitaries attending tonight's ceremony. If we have missed anyone, we offer our sincerest apologies. Former freeholder Linda Bear, former freeholder Doug Byrne, Assemblyman Clifton Calabrese, Councilman Chris Hillman, Chief Kathy Mandalone, Senator Joe Lagana, former freeholder Bernadette McPherson, First Lady of the State of New Jersey Tammy Murphy, Assemblywoman Shavonda Sumner, Assemblywoman Lisa Swain, Assemblyman Chris Tully, Assemblywoman and former freeholder Valerie Veneri Huddle, Representative from the Secretary of State Tahitia's Ways Office, Liren Zayek, Director of Intergovernmental Affairs. Again, if we've missed anyone, sincerest apologies. Will Bergen County Clerk John Hogan come to the well and announce the formal results of the election?
Thank you. I'm at the well. 2018 was a challenging year for anyone who had to deliver an election in the state of New Jersey. My first election was actually during Hurricane Sandy. I said I'll never go through that again, and then 2018 came about. There were some enhancements made to the vote-by-mail process. I can tell you those enhancements, which added to our workload, made us also break a record of the amount of vote-by-mail ballots that went out. Over 100,000 vote-by-mail ballots went out in the county of Bergen. I have a staff of 5. Thank God the other election agencies, they cooperated with us and they lent us some of their staff. And just as we took a deep breath and we said, fine, we're going to deliver the election, the sheriff resigned. And then we were directed to carry out a sheriff's election that normally takes 10 months in 6 weeks. As you can see tonight, we succeeded. We elected the right man to be our sheriff, Anthony Cureton. On election day, there were 567,568 registered voters in Bergen County. Of those registered voters, 354,222 cast their ballots. That's about that's a little over 62%, which is a really good turnout. 192,143 Bergen County residents voted to re-elect Stephen A. Tonelli. And 189,672 voted to re-elect Tracy Silna Zur to the Bergen County Freeholders Board. If you're a numbers person, you'll know that theirs was a big victory. They won by over 65,000 votes, which is sizable. Tracy is instrumental in encouraging and assisting female candidates to run for office. And you can sum up Steve by just saying this: he's Mr. South Bergen. Together with their freeholder colleagues, they always do the right thing for the people of Bergen County. I hereby proudly certify the re-elections of these two fine leaders. Can I just ask you to come and join me for a Facebook picture?
For the calendar.
Maybe you'll make the calendar.
Yeah,
Steve.
right.
I've been trying every year.
And one person makes the calendar, you. Want to get in the middle?
Congratulations, freeholders. Successful year. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Before we proceed to the oaths of office, we have some more dignitaries that we would like to recognize. We would like to recognize our county chairman and former Lyndhurst councilman, Lou Stellato. We have and mayor. Sorry. Too many titles. We have a I said the chairman part. We have a representative from Senator Booker's office is present. We have Paramus Councilwoman Holly Tedesco. We have Mayor Bob White, and we have Ridgefield Mayor Anthony Suarez. We will continue to update you as things are brought to our attention. Thank you very much. At this point, we're going to have the oath of office, the swearing in of freeholder-elect Steve Tonelli. I would like to have freeholder-elect Tonelli and freeholder counsel Ed Florio, who will administer the oath of office, and freeholder Tonelli's family join him at the podium. The Bible is being held by Freeholder Tonelli's wife, Sharon.
I, Stephen Anthony Tonelli, solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people. I, Stephen Anthony Tonelli, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of freeholder of the Board of Chosen Freeholders of the County of Bergen according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Congratulations.
Look at the camera. You see the boss already.
Oh, it's going back to his pop.
Is Hogan going to certify that election?
At this point, we would like to ask Freeholder-elect Tracy Zur, Congressman William Pascrell, and Tracy's family to please come to the podium for her swearing in. After her swearing in, we invite Congressman Pascrell to give us a couple words. The Bible will be held by the Zur family.
All right, wait, let's,
There it is.
You're going to raise your right hand.
all right, raise the right hand. Guys, just get a little closer. Get a picture. I, Tracy Silna Zur,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and the governments established in the United States
and the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I
Tracy Silna Zur,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of the office of freeholder
perform all the duties of the office of freeholder
of the Board of Chosen Freeholders
of the Board of Chosen Freeholders of Bergen County,
Excellent. According to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. What a great event. And events like this have happened all over the United States of America beginning on January the 1st. It is local government is where it starts. County government. And so when I was elected to the Congress of the United States, one of my friends said to me, "Man, you made it to the big time." Well, you know, a lot of people don't understand. They think that this is like you're moving up in the world. What I learned as a mayor, what I learned as a state legislator, what I learned as a member many moons ago of the Board of Education will stay with me forever. And that is why we look at our local officials to really glue us together in the values that we hold strong in our hearts. It is at the local level that American people either begin to trust or do not trust their government, period. And you see what's going on beyond partisan politics, which is usually meaningless, but you see what's going on in Washington right now. People are looking for strength. They're looking not simply to follow, they're looking to feel relaxed so that someone who they've elected can do the job for everybody. So Tracy, good luck to you. She started out on my staff many moons ago, and that didn't hold her back. If it did, I apologize. A lifelong Bergen County resident who holds a law degree from Fordham University. That's of special interest to me. And everything from being a municipal prosecutor to a judge and as a public defender, I think both in Inglewood and Hocus. Very good. And you served on the board as a board member of both the Jewish Federation of Northern New Jersey, as a women's philanthropy and executive board member, as well as being an active member of the PTA. When you go through her resume, which I will not suffer you through, but when you go through her resume, you know she's been in the community. And she didn't need an elected position. She was in the community before that. Thank you for your service. And Steve, thank you for your service. You've been a great, great addition to the board. This is a great board. They've done a great job. They've done a great job. And Lou, I know you're very proud of those people on this board that you had something to do with. All people of character. Take note. All people of character. That's more important than the votes. It's more important than anything. I know the families are very proud of them. I'm here with my brother Josh. It is not that this is not a reason that they put us on different sides of the aisle. Josh and I have two different perspectives on politics, yet we basically love each other. We're not announcing our engagement tonight, but we love each other, really do. He's a great guy to work with. And sitting to my left was Bob Menendez. And what a victory he had in November. What a victory he had in November. Tammy, thanks for being here. It's best that you're here. Let the governor go some other place. We'd rather see you anyway. I'm only joking, seriously. But anyway, God bless you all. God bless you all. God bless the board. God bless this great county. And I'm honored to represent a good portion of this county, truly. I mention it all the time when I'm in D.C. God bless you. Thank you.
Before we transition to the nomination for the chairperson, we are going to acknowledge a couple more dignitaries. We have Councilwoman Christine Coutrone from Fairlawn. We will also see her later in a presentation that she does for We Do. We have Mayor Iris Encarnacion from South Hackensack, Councilwoman Donna Spotto from Cliffside Park, Councilman Dan Park from Tenafly. We have Balpreet Gruwolf-Verk, who is the Vice Chairwoman of the Democratic Committee for Bergen County, and we have Councilwoman Stephanie McGowan from Rutherford. And again, if we've forgotten anyone, we will advise you at a later time. I hereby open nominations for the chairperson of the Board of Chosen Freeholders. Do we have a nomination?
Madam Clerk?
Yes, Freeholder
I'd
Sullivan.
like to place the name of Jermaine Ortiz to lead this Freeholder Board for 2019. It was a pleasure working with her as the Vice Chair, and I know that only better things will come with us 2019 with Jermaine's leadership. So I'd like to nominate Jermaine Ortiz.
Thank you, Freeholder Sullivan. Freeholder Sullivan nominates Jermaine Ortiz. Do we have a second?
Madam Clerk, may I please second the nomination of Freeholder Jermaine Ortiz to become the chairwoman of this board?
Thank you, Freeholder Zur. We have a nomination and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. Are there any other nominations? Motion to close nominations.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. I will now take a roll call to elect Freeholder Ortiz as the chairwoman of the Freeholder Board. Freeholder Amoroso.
Yes.
Freeholder Gans.
Aye.
Freeholder Ortiz.
Yes.
Freeholder Sullivan.
Absolutely.
Freeholder Tinelli.
Yes.
Freeholder Voss.
Oh,
Freeholder
yes.
Zur.
Yes.
The vote total is 7-0, and the new chairwoman will be Jermaine Ortiz. I now invite Senator Robert Menendez to swear in the chairwoman-elect. Will Senator Menendez, along with the chairwoman-elect and her family, please approach the podium? And we also invite Senator Menendez to say some words after the swearing in. The Bible will be held by her husband Willie and their daughter Daniela, and they are joined by their family.
Very good. Shall we? Yes. I, in your name,
Jermaine Ortiz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I
I, Jermaine Ortiz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
the office of chairwoman
the office of chairwoman
of the Board of Chosen Freeholders
the Board of Chosen Freeholders
of the County of Bergen
of the County of Bergen
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Madam
Thank
Chair.
you. Thank you.
Take pictures.
Thank you.
It is my pleasure and honor to turn the gavel and the proceedings over to our newly elected chairwoman.
With the chair lady's permission, may I address the board?
Yes,
All right,
please.
thank you. I know my place. Let me, first of all, say Happy New Year to all of the residents of Bergen County. I am thrilled that, personally, that 2018 is over and that we can put our television sets back on again. So let me say that today's a historic day in Bergen County. New beginnings are always a new year, new beginnings are always about expectation and excitement, but this new beginning is truly historic. Not only with Freeholder Ortiz's ascension to the Freeholder chairmanship, and Mr. Chairman, I was commenting on you, before there was any possibility of a nomination for another nominee, there was a vote already. If we do that in Hudson, everybody talks about it. In Bergen, nobody says anything, but it's very interesting. But in any event, I appreciate the way it works here. But it's a historic day because it is the first time that a Latina has ever been the chair of the Freeholder Board in Bergen County. It's also historic because, as I understand how the rest of these votes will go, in the year of the woman, the entire leadership of the Freeholder Board will be a female leadership of the Freeholder Board, and that's an extraordinary statement. I know you're so advanced, Freeholder Sullivan, so
I get it at home, Senator.
But it's truly a great moment for Bergen County. And I'll just take a moment to talk about for two sets of things. Number one, I campaign with Freeholders Zur and Tonelli. They're extraordinary public servants. You could see it in the way the people of Bergen County approached them at all of the events that I was with them. Their work on behalf of making this county an even greater place to live, to create opportunities for future generations of Bergen County residents with a stellar education system, of being good stewards of the land for future generations of residents in one of the greatest parklands that any county has in this state, in creating stability in the property tax basis, is all successes that they've had, and that's why they had such an overwhelming success. So I want to congratulate both Freeholders Zur and Tonelli on their great victory and their leadership as well. And finally, when Jermaine asked me to do the swearing in, I delayed my return to Washington because it's an honor. We both grew up as the children of immigrants in Hudson County. Only in America could someone who is the son of immigrants raised poor in a tenement rise to be one of 100 United States senators in a country of 320 million, and only could a daughter of immigrants rise to be the chair of the Board of Chosen Freeholders in the most populous county in the state of New Jersey. But that's what history is all about. That's what America is all about, as part of what we celebrate tonight with Jermaine's ascension. She is an extraordinary public servant in her own right. The county has had the privilege of having her not only as a local councilwoman, but here on the Bergen County Utilities Authority, and then at the Bergen County Community College, where her passion for education came through in her commitment to future residents of Bergen County to achieve and fulfill their God-given potential. And it is her financial background that has helped in all of that work, including helping this Freeholder Board pass a budget that had no tax increase. And these days, that's an extraordinary achievement for any Board of Chosen Freeholders. So I know that her family is proud, as are the families of all of the freeholders who have been reelected, and to all of the other soon-to-be officials of the Board of Chosen Freeholders. We congratulate you on a historic occasion. But Jermaine, because this is history-breaking for you, I don't always do this, but I've had a flag flown over the Capitol of the United States to recognize this occasion. May it fly proudly in your office, remind you of the opportunity and the challenge and the commitment you have to the people of Bergen County.
Okay, I hereby open nominations for the office of Vice Chair of the Board of Chosen Freeholders. Oh, I'm sorry. Nomination of Freeholder Amoroso.
I'd like to second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Are there any nominations? Other nominations? No. Motion to close nominations.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Roll call on the motion to elect as Vice Chairwoman Freeholder Amoroso.
Freeholder Amoroso.
Yes.
Freeholder Gans.
Aye.
Freeholder Sullivan.
Yes.
Freeholder Tonelli.
Yes.
Freeholder Voss.
Yes.
Freeholder Zur.
Yes.
Chairwoman Ortiz.
Yes.
The vote total is 7-0, and the new vice chairwoman is Mary Amoroso.
I would like to ask Congressman Josh Gottheimer, who will administer Vice Chairwoman Amoroso's oath, to approach along with her family, the Bible to be held by her son, Mike.
No, we're good.
It's like America.
So happy for you. Make sure they're not here, so you get better.
I told him that there was no binder. He had to lose his binder. Somebody sneaked.
If you can raise your right hand, please. Excellent.
Thank you, Josh.
I
I, Mary Amoroso,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I, Mary J. Amoroso,
I, Mary J. Amoroso,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of the office of Vice Chairwoman
perform all the duties of the office of Vice Chairwoman
of the Board of Chosen Freeholders
of the Board of Chosen Freeholders
of the County of Bergen,
of the County of Bergen,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Freeholders.
Thank you.
Group picture, yeah.
Yep.
I'll do one with me and then one without me. Very taller.
I'm wearing heels today.
Madam Chairwoman, may I address
Yes,
the
please.
audience? Thank you very much. I certainly know my place. Congratulations, Vice Chairwoman.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Chairwoman, and everyone else, and my great running mates from last time, Steve and Mary, and so everybody up here has become like family. If you spend any time with us, and I think the chairman who helped create this family knows best, Mr. Chairman, right, that we are we are together and unified in our love and commitment to Bergen County, and everyone here has become such a good friend of mine, but also I see it every single day, such a good friend of Bergen County. We are very, very blessed to have this board. So, it's tough to follow the great Bob Menendez, so I'll try. I'm not really at his level of wisdom. I'm fighting for the inches, but I'm close, Bob. But Senator, thank you for your friendship, and Congressman Pasquale. It's a shame that he left because I would take a few shots at him. First Lady, thank you for being here, and to our state senators and assembly men and women, and our mayors and council members, and all the family members and the sheriff. And there's so many people here who do so much that I'm grateful for. We are very blessed, and I think it reminds me of it every time I come in a room like this, to live in the greatest country in the world. And it's such a wonderful place to live, and I've got a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old, and when I wake up with such optimism about the future, I know it's because of the great work that's done behind me, and our first responders and our veterans who get up every day and get our backs. But more than anything, I know we've just got wonderful people who live here in our community and take care of our community. And I just want you to know how honored I am to have the opportunity to serve all of you. And we will keep working every day to make sure our streets are paved and our taxes are lower. And this board has done a phenomenal job on keeping those taxes down, which, as the senator mentioned, is so important. But also looking out for our air and our water and making sure that we're taken care of. And we need to keep that up no matter what's happening. And so now, if I could just speak for 2 seconds about Mary, because I think she's just so wonderful. It adds to the very long list, as her husband knows well, of all her accomplishments. I'll mention a few. Mary grew up in Bergen Field, then lived in Mawa now for more than 23 years. So no one knows Bergen County just like Mary does. She can sing. If you've ever heard her sing, Mary, if you can, just give me a little. Come on. Great example. That was excellent. She sings through the campaign trail. And her family's got 4 kids. Mike was here today, and Tom and Matt and Maeve, who couldn't be here, I know. But she wakes up, I know, and thinks about them all the time. We're always talking about our kids. Before her life in politics, Mary was an award-winning reporter for The Record and on TV, highlighted by a series on domestic violence survivor from here in Bergen County, which if you haven't seen it, you should. She has been a passionate and effective advocate for the county's women and families in her career in politics and in government and in service. She also won an Emmy for the work she did with her cable show on Channel 8. I don't know if you've seen that, but you also should see it. She's award-winning, Mary. It's usually what we like to call her. She's the only Emmy winner on this board. Although Sullivan, I was going to get there. Freeholder Sullivan has been, trying to get one now for years and has fallen short time and again. But he is gunning for one. But really, Mary has been an excellent public service on this board, and as vice chair now, and as the senator mentioned, we now have women leading the way on every senior position here, which is the way it should be. And I know that she and everyone else on the board will continue to do a wonderful job for the people of Bergen County and the greatest country in the world that we are lucky to live in. So thank you, and may God continue to watch over and bless our country.
Thank you, Josh. You can't just sit here and
I know. I hereby open nominations for Chair Pro Tempore of the Board of Chosen Freeholders.
I would like to nominate Dr. Joan Voss.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Are there any other nominations? No? Okay. Motion to close nominations.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Roll call on the motion to elect as Chair Pro Tempore Freeholder Voss.
Vice Chairwoman Amoroso.
Yes.
Freeholder Gans.
Aye.
Freeholder Sullivan.
Absolutely.
Freeholder Tonelli.
Yes.
Freeholder Voss.
Yes.
Freeholder Zur.
Yes.
Chairwoman Ortiz.
Yes.
The vote is 7-0, and the new Chair Pro Tempore is Dr. Joan Voss.
The oath of office will be administered by Acting County Administrator Julian Neals. Would the Chair Pro Tempore and Mr. Neals please approach the Bible to be held by Freeholder Aide Christopher Chapman.
I can do this.
Apparently, we've run out of federal officials to administer the oath, so I will try my best. Dr. Voss, are you ready?
Thank you, Dr.
Please repeat after me. I
I, Joan Voss,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people,
I
I, Joan Voss,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of Chair Pro Tempore
of Chair Pro Tempore
of the Board of Chosen Freeholders
of the Board of Chosen Freeholders
of the County of Bergen,
of the County of Bergen,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
It is now time for our presentations. First Lady of the State of New Jersey, Tammy Murphy.
Good evening. Thank you. I feel a little funny with my back to all of you, but first of all, congratulations to everyone. Great job. So, administering the oath, there's something more to tonight than just administering the oath. This is a night about coming together and building partnerships that are going to create stronger communities, both here in Bergen as well as across the entire state. This is going to take elected officials and private citizens coming together as one to not only protect the middle class, but to invest in our communities, to invest in infrastructure, and to build an economy that is going to take care of everyone in our state. It's going to take leadership that is honest, that's transparent, that's inclusive, and that is optimistic. I think that everyone up here is proving that they can do that, and particularly, congratulations, Jermaine.
Thank you.
For being the first Latina. Despite the many challenges in our state, I know that we all can find and feel that there's great reason to have pride in everything here. I know that's what my husband thinks, and I am sure that he would wish the same sentiment on everyone in this room, as well as the elected officials who are here. Finally, I guess what I'd like to say is I know that this is a time of excitement and enthusiasm. Everyone's taking on new jobs, and that's fantastic. This is a new journey, and we're all in this together, moving our state forward. The last thing I would like to say to everyone, my husband is not here, but I will tell you he is open-minded, and he has an open door, and he will be there for every single one of you. If anyone needs him, he's always available. So thank you for letting me speak. I wish you all tremendous success, and congratulations.
I would like to mention other dignitaries that I see came in the room. Councilman Rafael Riquelme from Dumont, Commissioner Karen Haggerty from Lyndhurst, Councilman Mark Goldsack and Tom Mulaney from Rutherford, former freeholder and mayor of West New York, Sal Vega, and Commissioner Cosmo Cirillo, I'm not sure, and Councilman Brian Downing from Emerson. Thank you. Our next presentation, Assemblywoman Valerie Vanieri Huddle.
Whichever you like.
I'm going to do that.
Stand up.
Anyway, good evening. Happy and healthy 2019 to everyone here. It's always emotional for me. I think when, Larry, you said Assemblywoman and former freeholder, that speaks volumes, because I told Joan this a while ago. I said, it is the best position of public service in Bergen County. And so with that, first of all, congratulations to Tracy and to Steve, and congratulations to an iconic trio of women. Jermaine, the first Latina freeholder chairwoman, Mary, vice chair, and Joan, chair pro temp. And, David,
emeritus, the emeritus of the board, because David and I served together many years ago, and you're still here, and I applaud your dedication and commitment for the people of Bergen. I think Bernadette McPherson is in the room, and we would always say that we had the best freeholder board when we served in 2003-05, but you've surpassed us finally. And just looking at the members of Congress electing, I think, over 100 women to the House last week, and we made history in Congress. Such a diverse, we have so much diversity there now. But I will say that when you look at this freeholder board, it reflects everyone here in Bergen County, and I think we've gone beyond what they've done in Congress, because when I hear 7-0, that speaks volumes to the unity and to the things that you do together in unity, because there may be disagreements, but you can agree on what's best for the residents of Bergen County. And I think what Senator Booker said, and I'll repeat it because it's been repeated through the swearing-ins, we can agree to disagree, but not become disagreeable. And I think when I look at the makeup of this board, there really is such unity and for the betterment of the residents of Bergen County. And with that, I will definitely conclude to wish everyone a wonderful 2019 for the residents of Bergen County, because I know each and every one of you, representing 70 towns is not easy. Campaigning countywide is not easy. But you have done it, you have surpassed it, and my hat's off to each and every one of you. Jermaine, being Freeholder Chairwoman, surpasses, as everyone here I think has had the opportunity, the best position in the county. Lots of luck, really, best wishes, and you know we're all together in this. So thank you very much, and now I think I have to go to Englewood, where I might see the governor there. Ed's still here too.
Next, Christina Catrone, Fair Lawn Councilwoman, and also President of We Do.
I'm going to take this off too, if I can. Thank you. Thank you, Chairwoman Ortiz, and to the entire Freeholder Board for allowing me to be here. Congratulations to Tracy and Steve, and congratulations to all of you on a very successful 2018. I'm sure will be continued success in 2019. We Do, which stands for Women Empowered Democratic Organization, is an organization whose mission is to support, empower, and recruit women who are interested in public service at the local, the county, and the state level. And one of the things that we do every year is travel to all of the reorgs where women are being sworn in to congratulate them and acknowledge them. This year, we were incredibly busy. There were 33 women in Bergen County sworn in at the local level. And then, of course, we have Tracy tonight, and we had Lisa Swain at the state level, so 35 in total. And tonight is extra special, as you've heard, because not only are we here to celebrate Tracy, but to celebrate a board that is complete with female leadership. So really exciting and night to be here. So just to say a few words about Tracy, as many of you know, Tracy is incredibly tenacious. She is intelligent, she is caring and compassionate, and she is fierce. As she tells many of us at our swearing-ins that, you know, she was told to put her little toe in, but instead she dove right in when she was elected, and that just speaks volumes to who she is. Her legacy will certainly be all of her accomplishments on the Freeholder Board, But I think her true legacy you can see in this room, and you will continue to see, of the women who she has inspired and served as a role model to. I certainly wouldn't be a councilwoman and who I am today without Tracy's support and guidance and her love. So I am eternally grateful for that. So, the first presentation, on behalf of the entire organization, I would like to present this Certificate of Achievement and formally congratulate Freeholder Tracy Zur on being re-elected to the Board of Chosen Freeholders. Congratulations. Dan, can you take a picture? Oh, never mind, Tara's got it. And since it is such a special night, we have, again, on behalf of the organization, I have 3 yellow roses for our 3 women leaders. And for those of you who don't know, during the fight for the 19th Amendment, those congressmen who were in support of the passage of the 19th Amendment wore yellow flowers in support. And so tonight I'd like to present Jermaine, Mary, and Joan, each with a yellow rose, to acknowledge the trailblazers that fought and some died for our right to vote, to celebrate how far we have come, to promise to keep going. I really, really believe that they would be so incredibly proud of Bergen County tonight. So congratulations and thank you again.
At this time, I would like to ask our freeholders if they would like to say a few words. Start with Freeholder Sullivan.
Thank you, Chairwoman. That sounds good. That sounds phenomenal. Congratulations, Jermaine.
Thank you.
I'd like to begin tonight by saying that it was truly an honor to serve as chairman of this board in 2018. And I could not have asked for a better year. I am proud of everything that we accomplished as a team. I worked very hard to always do what I felt was the best for the people of Bergen County, and I am grateful to all of the cooperation and help I received from everyone along the way. Steve and Tracy, I know it was a campaign that you did not take lightly, and I commend you and I congratulate both of you on your re-election to serve the people of Bergen County. You have served them well previously, and I know you'll continue to do the same going forward. I want to thank my biggest supporters, my wife Jody, my daughters Kenzie and Jaden and Karen. I could not be what I am today without them in my corner. I'd also like to thank my immediate family as well for all their love and their support. And I'd like to thank my other family for the year we had, my colleagues here on the Freeholder Board. I am proud to be a member of this family and to serve on the board with each and every one of you, even Mary Amoroso. Especially Mary Amoroso, my buddy.
From Bergenfield.
We have Bergenfield ties, so we go back and forth, right, Cal? We each bring our own individual knowledge to the table, and I believe we have been extremely successful working together every day for the last 4 years, and I look forward to more of the same in 2019. I want to recognize Bergen County Executive James Tedesco, who could not be here tonight, for his leadership and support of this board. It has been a pleasure working with him and to help make Bergen County better together. I'd like to thank the extended members of the family, Surrogate Mike Dressler, Clerk Hogan, Sheriff Curitin, and at the end of the day, all the aspects of county government that need to be cohesive and cooperative. Working with John and Mike has always been productive and easy, and I know Anthony will be the same moving forward. Anthony had to leave to go to English swearing in, but he's a welcome addition to our family. His hard work and drive that I witnessed this year during his election inspired me for what lies ahead in 2019, and I thank him for that. I'd like to thank my fellow Bergen County elected officials on the state and federal level. It is really great to work with elected officials who care so much about making our county the best it can be. Special thanks to Congressmen Gottheimer and Pascrell and Senator Menendez and Booker for always representing our county and state proudly and honorably in Washington. I'd also like to thank the men and women who work for Bergen County. You are the backbone of what makes us so great, and we thank you for that. Thanks to our council at Florio and all the staff of the Freeholder offices. So much goes on behind the scenes that may go unnoticed, but it never goes unrecognized. I think we have a great team here, and I thank you all for everything. And I'd like to thank a great friend and the leader of our party, Chairman Lou Stellato. Lou, I am grateful for the trust you have put in me, and I am grateful for your friendship. Lou does so many things behind the scenes, but until you know Lou as a man, you get to understand the caring, why this county is so caring, because we take our cue from a guy who cares. And Lou, thank you for everything you do. I'd also like to recognize and thank the volunteers and workers for the Democratic Committee of Bergen County. Under Chairman Stellato's leadership, it has become the best Democratic organization in New Jersey. The hard work and dedication is a major reason our democratic ideals and principles are possible. Joan, congratulations again for taking on another leadership role. You are my hero on this board, without a doubt. Thank you. And my wife has warned me never to run against her. She's told the Republic she would vote for Joan instead of me. So. Mary, I wish you the best of luck as the vice chairwoman. Jermaine's going to need somebody to lean on, and I know you will do a wonderful, wonderful job in that role. Mary's knowledge coming on here just a year or two ago when we all ran together, the way she accepts her role here on the board is phenomenal, and Jermaine will have a great, great person to rely on. And Jermaine, last year was very special for me working with you. Willie called Jermaine my work wife. And she does like me more, Willie, but that's her. Jermaine is just a fabulous, phenomenal, and intelligent woman who gets it done. She may not get there in your face like maybe me and Steve do, but she definitely knows how to get it done. And Jermaine, what I witnessed last year working with you, Bergen County is in great hands. So thank you for everything. I wish you all the best of luck. And to the residents of Bergen County, I am proud to serve you as a freeholder, and I will continue to work hard for the county. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Freeholder. Before I go on, there's other dignitaries I'd like to name. Former Freeholder, former County Executive Dennis McNerney. He's here. And newly elected Bogota Councilwoman Connie Carpenter. Thank you. Freeholder, sir.
Thank you so much, Chairwoman. I can't tell you how humbled and grateful and elated that I am as I just took that oath, and to have the privilege to serve the Bergen County residents for another term. The fact that voters in unprecedented numbers in a midterm election chose to have Steve and I continue to work on their behalf, there really aren't enough words in the thesaurus to really express how I'm feeling. I know Congressman Pascrell scooted out, but I want to just put on the record how grateful I am to have had him swear me in tonight, but also how grateful I am to have had his example of what it is to be a public servant. When I was on his staff, I learned a lot of lessons. I learned how important relationships are. I learned that you return phone calls immediately, that you are there, you show up not only with words but with your deeds, that you value your municipal leaders, and that you always fight hard for what's right. I am so thankful for those lessons and for so many more, and I only hope to do him credit as I sit up here on this board for the next 3 years. The other day, my daughter came into my freeholder office, and we were looking at the pictures in the wall. And I hadn't done that in a while. I think that they'd kind of become background been a while since I looked at them. And the one that kind of caught my attention was the one from my swearing in 2012. I have to admit, it made me a little bit emotional. My kids were so little. Logan, you were 6. That's half a lifetime ago. And Kayla, you were so adorable at age 10, wearing that striped dress that you can't believe I let you wear. And Kobe, you were just a snarky 15-year-old, clean-shaven and baby-faced. And now, you're an adult. As I look back over the last 6 years that I've served the residents of Bergen County, it often feels like a blur, like it's gone by so fast. But seeing the change in my kids, it underscored for me all too clearly that time has passed. Bobby, by the way, you and I, we haven't changed at all. It's just them. But my kids, they're a reality check, which is fitting because Kobe, Kayla, Logan, you guys are always what ground me. You're the reason that I want to make the world a better place, why working hard for the community matters. Whether it's seeing the stresses that you and your friends are going through, which makes me more committed to ensuring better access to mental health care, especially for our teens, or hitting a pothole on the way to school, jarred in my passenger seat with my new driver, that makes me more aware of the needs for safe infrastructure, or feeling the struggles that so many have to afford higher education that makes me dig in to support our community college, our applied tech and applied health high schools, and our workforce development board. You guys remind me every single day why all this matters. So thank you. Not only for tolerating sharing my time, but for being in this with me wholeheartedly. And Bobby, I couldn't be doing all of this without you. I won't embarrass our children right now by breaking out into a version of Bette Midler, but you really are the wind beneath my wings. You make all of this work.
She's making me look bad. I don't have that in here, I'm sorry.
You make all of this work, and without your encouragement, your support, your love, and your sanity checks, I couldn't be doing this public service, which I'm so passionate about. Also in the picture on that wall back in 2012 were my parents, Joan and Dan Silna. Mom and Dad, you were beaming with pride that day. You walk the walk. You have lived a life of Tikkun Olam, which is repairing the world and trying to make this a better place. And you have shown by example that it's our responsibility to do our part. Thank you for always being 1,000% in my corner and for being here tonight, which I know, Mom, wasn't so easy. I can't tell you how much you both mean to me. I am definitely a very lucky daughter. And Amy, Bill, Ezra, Zoe, Noah, thank you all for loving me despite this craziness. So looking at the picture, I remembered exactly how I felt that day. I was so excited. I couldn't wait to get to work, and I was ready for the challenges that lay ahead. I was hopeful, and I was grateful to each and every one of you who helped me with my election. And honestly, I gotta say, I feel the same exact way today. I am so excited and so grateful and so hopeful for this next chapter, serving alongside my amazing colleagues on this board. The only difference is that now I can look back on 6 years of accomplishment with so much pride.
I'll be short.
We have 40 kids who graduated from Project Search, young adults who are differently able to have portable job skills, most of whom are employed full-time. We have a new life at Newbridge Medical Center. We have every town in this county stigma-free. We have put a priority on mental health and addiction services and restored funding to education, and I can go on and on, you all know that. All of this could not have been done without our beyond dedicated County Executive James Tedesco, who leads with his full heart and has been the epitome of collaboration and doing all of this for the right reasons. Thanks to him, to my colleagues on this board, to our County Administrator Julian Niels, Michelle Diorgi, Michael Bellucci, Joe Lupino, Jared Letts, all my freeholder aides, past and present, Dan Park, Storm Weish, Tara Chatterjee, and each and every one of our amazing county employees. We have found a way to continually push the envelope and innovate on how we provide services to the residents. We're making government more efficient and more effective, and we do that and we make that a reality every single day. But none of this could have been done without all of you. Without all of your hard work, you went to the phones, you put up signs, you harassed your friends and your kids' friends to go out and vote. You donated time and money and energy, and you helped us get through the noise and the tweets and the frustration to get people to the polls. We saw energy in our grassroots and from our brothers and sisters in labor and our teachers, and we all on Election Day stood up for our values. In the wake of Pittsburgh and in so much insanity from Washington, we came together to assert that not only is our diversity our strength, but that we here in Bergen County will continue to build bridges and care for our neighbors. We saw new people and so many new women in this audience running for office, and I'm thrilled to be one of 35 Democratic women sworn into office throughout Bergen County. I'm so proud of We Do and JOLT and NJ5 Coalition and so many of the other groups, but I am most grateful to the Bergen County Democratic Committee, and especially our Chairman Lou Stellato and our Vice Chair Valpreet Verk. Chairman, you encouraged me to get into this fray 7 years ago and have supported all of us every step of the way. I couldn't be more appreciative for all that you have done to make sure that we all have a voice in guiding the direction of the county for the next 3 years. Your leadership, insight, and dedication have done far more than just drive the bus. And Steve, I couldn't ask for a better running mate. You said 7 years ago that we would be tied at the hip for the rest of our lives. Well, for the last 6 on this board, we have pushed each other, been sounding boards to each other, and had each other's backs. You care so much, and you throw your whole self into making our community better. Sharon, thank you for sharing him with us. And to Jackson and Landon, thank you for giving him so many reasons to smile, and not fake smiles like the ones in our TV commercial that first year in 2012.
It was hurt. It was painful.
I think that they have definitely reminded him and all of us why our service is so important. Tom, he left, but
Did he go?
he left. Well, I was going to tell him that he was an incredible chairman, but now that he's not, no, he really was an incredible chairman this year. He handled challenges both with his unique brand of humor and with profound determination to get us to the right place. He made sure that we had answers to our millions of questions and that we worked through things to get to the point of consensus. He led us well. And Jermaine, I know that you're going to do the same and push us to serve the nearly 1 million residents of Bergen County. So to everyone, all of you, thank you. Thank you so much. Now we get back to work.
I also would like to welcome Bergenfield Police Chief Kathy Matalone. Thank you for coming. Freeholder, Dr. Voss.
Thank you, Chairwoman. My motto in life is I get by with the help of my friends. As you can see, I have a very, very small family, one son, and that's it. And so this has become my family, and the people that I serve are my extended family. But the patriarch of that family is Lou Stellato. He likes to say the bus driver, but he really is a great deal more than that. And I can't thank you for all that you have done for Bergen County, for the Democratic Party, and for me, because I really, really appreciate everything. And I love, love, love being a freeholder. A few years, 7 years ago, my friend and partner, David Gantz, said to me, I've been in politics, this is going on to my 27th consecutive year in politics. And 7 years ago, David said, Joan, the best job you're ever going to have is being a freeholder. You are 1,000% correct. This is, without equivocation, the best job that I have ever had. And I have to say that 27 years ago, when I first got started in politics, I was like the only woman, pretty much, in everything that I did politically. And it is so gratifying to see. I mean, I love men, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love them. But having lived through a great deal of, what should I say, difficulty getting elected, I've been very, very fortunate because I taught over 4,000 young people. And as I said, I get by with the help of my friends. And it is so wonderful. I call Jermaine, Mary, and myself the Three Caballeros, and I keep singing that song. And I don't think there has been another freeholder board that has had 3 women to be the leadership. And we just have, I can't tell you how wonderful this board is in terms of cooperation and working together. And, you know, We have our disagreements about things, but at the end, we all come together, all for one and one for all, which is really, really important. As I said, I'm so proud of what we have accomplished. I want to thank Julian so much for swearing me in. I have so much respect for you, and I really appreciate, you know, you giving me the toast of office. Listen to me. Chair pro tem, they used to call me shrimp tempura, but anyway, now. And it's just wonderful to see us be able to work so well together and to have so many great people. I asked if I could go as quickly as possible. As I said a minute ago, I taught 4,000, actually more than 4,000, probably close to 9,000 young people in my 40-year career in teaching. And tonight, two of my former students are being inducted or sworn in as members of the Leonia Council. They are Ben Choi and Greg Makarlakis. And they had asked me if I would do them the honor of swearing them in, and I said, their ceremony is 7:30, and I said, have somebody else swear you in, but I will be absolutely there to cheer you on and have citations for you. And so I am so proud of the students that I've had the honor of teaching over here, because many of them have gone into public service. They all have wonderful, wonderful families, their mothers and fathers and their present families. And I hope that in some small way I contributed a little bit to them wanting to go into public service. Anyway, thank you all. I wish you a happy and healthy new year. And please forgive me while I scoot out to give the oath of office to two of my very favorite students. God bless.
Freeholder Tonelli.
It can't be anything I said, because I didn't speak yet. I'll be brief. Thank you so much for being patient, hanging in there. Before I begin my remarks, I just wanted to say how thankful I am that my grandson was able to come tonight, and what the power of prayer, and Father Scott's here tonight. My grandson suffered some issues before he was even born, and Father Scott rushed to the hospital and blessed him before he went in for surgery. And that's the result. So I just want to tell everybody how blessed I feel, and the power of prayer, how successful. He's a rambunctious 2-year-old, and one of the loves of my life. I'll try and speak quick. Honored guests, fellow members of the Board of Chosen Freeholders, First Lady Murphy, New Jersey legislators, county employees, residents of Bergen County. I stand before you to accept the responsibility of serving as your advocate on the Board of Chosen Freeholders. My re-election was not just a victory of party, but a mandate for us to continue providing responsible governance taxpayers want and deserve. I am humbled by the privilege to continue to serve, and I have many people to thank who assisted me along the way. I'd like to thank Mr. Florio for honoring me tonight by swearing me in. Ed's daily advice and counsel to this board is invaluable. Thank you, Ed. Campaigning and being involved in government are time-consuming, to say the least, and take you away from normal family life. So I would first like to thank my wife, Sharon, my 3 sons, Brian, Danny, and Nicholas, my daughter-in-law, Stephanie and Teresa, and Melanie, my 2 new loves of my life, my grandsons, Jackson and Landon, and my extended family and friends that are here tonight for supporting my public service. I feel truly blessed. I'd like to mention how proud I am that 2 of my sons, every day, put on the uniform and chose to serve the public as police officers. Now more than ever, we need to support those who step up each and every day to keep us safe. God bless you both. I want to thank Bergen County Democratic Chairman Lou Stellato for his guidance and unwavering support. All you need to do is look around this room and into all the municipalities, the 70 municipalities around the county, to see the impact that Lou has had on our party since he began driving the bus. Thank you so much, Chairman, for continuing to have the confidence in me to serve the residents of Bergen County. My municipal chairman, Nick Antonicello, who has always supported me. Nick could not be here tonight. Unfortunately, Pat Antonicello, Nick's wife of 60 years, passed away yesterday. I'd ask that all of you join me in keeping Nick and his family in our prayers during this tough time. I would like to thank the many elected officials from across the state for their enthusiastic help. I would like to thank the unions for their confidence in us and their continued support of good government. You have had my back, and I will always have yours. I would also like to thank all those who helped us with our campaign: Connor Gorman, Tara Chatterjee, Derek Sands, Adam Silverstein, and the hundreds of people who made phone calls, made late-night sign runs, did lit drops, and canvassed all of Bergen County to get every single vote out. It worked. We can't thank you enough. I'd like to thank my county running mates, County Executive Tedesco and Sheriff Cureton. Thank you for your friendship as we navigated this county, facing at times some strange circumstances in this election. In the end, it was our hard work, confidence, and trust we shared that bonded us and carried us to victory. Most importantly, I'd like to thank now three-term counting freeholder Tracy Zor. I consider myself incredibly lucky that back in 2012, when the chairman gave me this opportunity, he also paired me with Tracy. I joke telling Tracy we would be attached to the hip forever, win or lose, but let's make sure we win. I will tell you, getting the team up with somebody that works as hard and cares as much as Tracy helps bring out the best in all of us every day. I want to recognize Tracy, and I look forward to continuing to serve and delivering our shared goals and objectives. I would also like to thank Bobby, Logan, Kayla, and Kobe for sharing Tracy with me for the last 6 years and counting. The campaign is now over. Democrats have again been charged with the responsibility to lead, and we will do exactly that. We will lead and work together with our department heads, employees, constitutional officers, as well as the county executive to ensure Bergen County continues to be the envy of New Jersey. That's good politics as well as good government. Good government, that means a community college system that prepares our kids for a better future, ensuring that each student, whether they're there for an associate's degree, going to a four-year college, or there for a specific job retraining, will become a productive, active, and contributing member to the job force. Good government means protecting and investing in county infrastructure that keeps our roads clean, paved, plowed, and safe to move people and goods. Those roads move our vibrant economy, making sure people get to work on time and productivity is not lost in traffic, and that people get home in time so that they don't miss doing homework with their child or catching the entire game. Good government that offers our parents and children the kind of open space and recreation destination that makes Bergen County so special and unique. We have some of the most unique open space opportunities in the state, from the mountains of the Ramapos to the marshes and the meadowlands and all the rivers and lakes between. We have committed to fully funding open space and aggressively protecting our natural resources, like the acreage we were able to preserve last year. Doing all these things and working to keep a flat budget can only happen when we have the right priorities and make the tough choices. It is overwhelmingly clear that we have done just that, and you have put your faith in me and this administration once again. Thank you for this opportunity to serve this county and its nearly 1 million residents. May God bless the great county of Bergen to provide us with the wisdom and good judgment to ensure that taxpayers are always first. And may you all have a happy, healthy, and safe 2019. Thank you.
Freeholder Amoroso.
I am joined here today by my husband, Jim, and my son, the lawyer, Mike McQueenie. My kids in their 20s are at grad school out of state. My kids in their 30s have the often joyful, sometimes maddening responsibilities of wives and children, mortgages and property taxes. So my husband and I are empty nesters, still wondering what happened to our crazy life of school, after-school activities, weekend youth sport leagues, and breaking up sibling fights. All of a sudden, it is quiet, very quiet at our house, which is why I am grateful, so very grateful, for my second family at Bergen County. As a freeholder, I have come full circle. You see, when I was a cub reporter at the Bergen Record in the mid-'70s, I covered the Bergen County Board of Chosen Freeholders. The director of the board at that time was Jeremiah O'Connor, who is now the husband of Deputy Bergen County Superintendent of Elections, Terry O'Connor. This was a long time ago. We did not even have the county executive form of government, which was approved by referendum in 1985. That vote also reduced the number of freeholders from 9 to 7. Back in the 70s, the county jail was still in that round, medieval-looking building next door that was completed in 1912 and not decommissioned until 1993. Now we have a new jail and a new sheriff in town, Anthony Curitan. We used to shelter our homeless in church basements and in trailers in a parking lot near River Street.
Now we have a beautiful homeless shelter that requires all clients to develop a plan to become permanently sheltered. It's not charity so much as bootstraps. Bergen County has ended veterans homelessness and chronic homelessness. When I was a cub reporter, Bergen Pines was a dinky county hospital with a bad reputation. Freeholders of the past threw up their hands and let a private for-profit operation suck out as much profit as they could. Now, under the guidance of Jim Tedesco, Julian Niels, and our county administration, Deb Visconi, freeholders like Tracy Zur and Tom Sullivan, Mauro Raguso, and our hospital workers, we've got Newbridge Medical Center. This is a major hub focusing on acute care, mental health, opioid addiction, and nursing home care. We even have a clinic for veterans. When I was a cub reporter, the Bergen County Democratic chair was Barbara Werber, and her brash young assistant was a guy named Bob Torricelli. Now we have a Democratic chairman, Lou Stellato, who has breathed new life into our party. Lou is a guy with excellent people skills, laser-like political skills, and he also has a gift for a stand-up comedy shtick. I know Lou stays up nights thinking up comedy bits. For example, Lou calls Josh a congressional action figure, which infuriates Josh every single time. Lou and his strategists and fundraisers and our able Democratic boots on the ground have worked to get Josh Gottheimer elected and then re-elected in a district too long represented by a small-minded congressman who didn't connect with his constituents. Now we are blessed to have Josh, the peripatetic problem solver and constituent service advisor. Because of Lou and the team, Senator Menendez was able to survive a challenging election against a candidate who had more millions than ethics. Senator Menendez will not only survive, he will thrive. And when he thrives, so do the state and the county and the country. Lou and the team helped with the re-election of Congressman Albio Sirius and Congressman Bill Pascrell. Of course, Bill, all by himself, is a force of nature. This is a guy who goes around with a copy of the Constitution in his breast pocket. He speaks at every flag raising, every wreath laying, every swearing in. He was in, I think it was Little Ferry in the summer, and he fainted dead away in the heat. And he was back up at flag raisings and wreath layings the next day. We all love the man. We also love, we really love, our county executive, Jim Tedesco, who was reelected this year with a wonderful plurality. People ask, is he really as nice as he seems? Well, he is. He's also creative, always thinking about how to make things better while watching the finances and embracing all of the wonderful diversity that is Bergen County. He also fights fires and plows snow. He is the whole package. And our newly elected freeholders, re-elected freeholders, Steve Tonelli and Tracy Zur, are valuable members of our freeholder team and mentors to Jermaine and me. Steve went mucking around in the undergrowth at Overpeck Park with our friend Don Torino recently to see the problems there. This is a man who'll get his boots dirty. He has worked hard for transparency in county government, and he is responsive to those who come to us with questions and complaints. Tracy is everywhere, every day. She is an advocate for the differently abled and for people and families struggling with addiction. She is also the unofficial godmother to the increasing numbers of female elected officials in Bergen County. And as for our new chairwoman, Jermaine Ortiz, I am honored and delighted to serve with her. She is my hermana colombiana. And I am her hermana irlandés. Was that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Our wonderful aides, Roden and Pat, have bonded as well, along with the other aides, Tara, Connor, Colin, Chris, Mike, Storm, Jared, and the ever-memeing Brian Clancy. We are a good team, and that includes Lara, Laura, Ed, Kim, and the bocce-playing ladies of the front office. I have every faith that we will go forward thoughtfully, vigorously, and kindly under Jermaine's leadership. Some state lawmakers say, get rid of county government. They say it is superfluous and unnecessary. But in a state with the highest percentage in the nation of people who are moving out of state, people who are putting up for sale signs on their homes the day after the last kid graduates from high school, in this state, controlling property taxes is job one. County government can partner with our 70 municipalities and with other counties to share services, everything from salt trucks to consumer advocacy to municipal health vaccinations for kids and pets to police dispatching and bonding money through the BCIA. We need these partnerships to save tax dollars, improve efficiencies. We have to change the town-by-town way we provide services. We can't go on this way. County government can be the leader. The Bergen Record Building, where I started out as a cub reporter and spent so many decades, was just torn down in the past few months to make way for fancy new housing on River Street in Hackensack. But I think the paper's old masthead motto captures the role we in county government play. We are the friend of the people we serve. Thank you.
Freeholder Gans.
I could not possibly follow everything that Tracy has said, let alone everything that everybody else has said. This has been a wonderful board to work with, and I hope to continue to do so for many more years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Freeholder. I guess I'm the last one.
There you go, Jermaine.
Welcome to 2019 reorganization meeting. Welcome to family and friends. Welcome to the elected officials who honor us with their presence. Welcome to the staff who make everything we do possible. And welcome to the members of the general public who have come here this evening. There are many people I want to thank and recognize this evening. First, my husband, Willie. Thank you for your love and support. I can't imagine making this journey through life with anyone other than you. You know you're my rock. My daughters, Devi and Alex. Unfortunately, Alex couldn't be here tonight as she's in school in Alabama. Roll Tide and good luck to them this evening. Devi and Alex make Willie and I so proud every day. You're both growing into women we'd always hoped you'd become, and we love you so much. My mother, Marlene, whose life and character have been an example and an inspiration to me. Gracias, Mami. My stepfather, Tony, who's always supportive and a fabulous grandfather to my girls, who always takes them out of school and they sneak behind my back. They call Grandpa Tony. My brother, Eric, who has been all a sister could ever hope for, and I'm so proud of you, Eric. My mother-in-law, Chrissy, who's like another mom to me and is always there for our family. I see also my cousin Kimmy out there. Thank you. You do all my elect reports. What would I do? I am so grateful to have an amazing family. They are truly my pillars of strength. Thank you to my fellow freeholders who have placed your trust in me by electing me your chairwoman. I will work hard every day to live up to the trust that you placed in me this evening. Thank you to DCBC, and I especially want to thank Chairman Stellato. I would not be here today accepting this gavel if it wasn't for you. And by the way, thank you, it's a beautiful gavel. Your trust and confidence in my candidacy is the reason I'm standing here today. I thank you, Mr. Chairman, for always being there for me, for offering me your counsel, your guidance, and most importantly, your friendship. Thank you. Although he couldn't be here this evening, I wanted to thank County Executive Jim Tedesco for his stewardship of this county. He's a man of great vision and integrity. I have enjoyed working alongside him these past several years and look forward to working with him to make 2019 a great year for the residents of Bergen County. Our Board of Chosen Freeholders have stood strong. That consistency has been immensely beneficial in establishing a tremendous working relationship among freeholders and the county executive, and has allowed us to become successful in solving difficult issues, thanks to the leadership of Chairman Sullivan and County Executive Jim Tedesco. Chairman Sullivan, unfortunately he's not here, but he's been more than a chairman. He's been like a big brother to me. He's given me great advice and guidance, and I can't thank him enough. On that note, I also wanted to mention all our board members, because they're all so special in certain ways, and they all have so much input to this board. And since we're one of the younger ones, well, we're no longer now, we're going into what we consider a junior year freeholders. Freeholder Gans, thank you so much. I know that you've been here the longest, and you are excellent at the budget, and I thank you for your guidance when we go through our budget season. Thank you so much. Tracy, as you said, she is definitely like I call you the godmother of the board, because if there's anything that we need to know about the Freeholder Board, we ask Tracy, and definitely her work ethic. Thank you so much, Tracy, and especially because Tracy was one of the first people I met when I started in government. I was the only female on the BCUA, and I was so excited when Tracy came along, and she was the second female to join the Bergen County Utilities Authority, and we learned a lot about poop. They think they were funny. They took us on a tour in July at 95 degrees. That was not fun, but I will never forget that day.
Memorable.
Mary is my Thelma. They call us Thelma and Louise because we're always on the road together. It was great campaigning with you and Tom, and I look forward to not only as my vice chair, I look forward to a great campaign season this year. Thank you, Mary, mi hermana irlandesa. I also want to thank Freeholder Tinelli. If you need to know anything about parks, you got to ask Steve. Steve, anytime somebody asks, I will pass it along to you, because and thank you also for your guidance, and especially when I decided to campaign, that you sat and talked to me, and I thank you so much for that. And if you ever need a history lesson, just ask Freeholder Dr. Voss, because every speech you will learn something about history, and that's one thing I like about Joan. You always have something to learn. I also want to thank Senator Menendez for taking the time of your busy schedule to swear me in this evening. You have always been an inspiration and a role model. I've known you since I was a child growing up in Hudson County, and I couldn't be more proud of a senator who every day fights for the rights of the working class, the elderly, the sick, and many of those who are underprivileged in our society. As I take this mantle as the first Latina chairwoman, I hope to represent and serve our community as well as you have. I would also like to thank our Administrator Julian Niels. Thank you for always helping. I mean, couldn't get a meeting through without you. Michael Bellucci, Michelle Giorgi, Joe Lapino, Jared Lutz, and the rest of the administration for all your guidance and assistance. Our clerk, Lara Rodriguez, and our attorney, Ed Florio, who are always assisting, accommodating the board, as well as our amazing staff and aides. I especially want to thank my aide, Roden Sanchez. I can't imagine getting the job done without you. Thank you, Ro. In 2019, I look forward to building on our previous achievements. I will find ways to achieve greater transparency between this board and the people we serve. In addition, I will continue expanding shared services with every municipality in Bergen County to make government more effective and efficient, while also creating real financial savings to our residents. I will use the experience I've accrued during my tenure at Bergen Community College to fortify the college-high school partnership program to further elevate it at its already admired reputation. Bergen Community College means a lot to me. It's definitely my gem, and I see a trustee. Thank you for coming, Trustee Joe Beretta. This board is committed to expansion and preservation of open space. We will continue to encourage our municipalities to utilize the funds for their parks, open space, and their recreational programs. We'll continue our commitment to a fair budget that maintains and expands essential services while limiting the tax burden on Bergen County residents. Our residents have been facing an opioid epidemic that has affected all walks of life. We will continue to assist the prosecutor's office with acting prosecutor Callow and the sheriff's department with our new prosecutor Curitin and its education, enforcement, and treatment. This board is committed to all three. As chairwoman, I stand on the shoulders of the proven chairs who have served before me. The goals I've laid out this evening are only possible because of the tremendous leadership these great public servants have already provided to Bergen County and this board. I would remiss if I failed to note that 2019 is the 100th anniversary of the introduction by Congress and Senate of the 19th Amendment to the Constitution, which granted women the right to vote. In the past 100 years, we've come a long way. In fact, for the first time in the history of Bergen County, women hold all three offices of leadership on the Freeholder Board. In addition to me holding the title of chair, Mary Amoroso will serve as our vice chair. Dr. Joan Voss will be our chair pro tempore. I guess it's chicks in charge again. Women have made great strides, but all of us, men and women alike, must never be complacent when it comes to equality. There are many among us who face discrimination in one form or another. It is up to us as elected officials to seek new ways to ensure that we are all treated with dignity and respect, and that we all enjoy our equal rights and protections. I decided to run for public office to improve the lives and opportunities of the people of my community. These ideals will always guide how I govern and as a new challenges arises. I will not forget why I decided to be a public official, to help those less fortunate and create a better future for all in our communities. I want to thank everyone again for coming out this evening, and I wish everyone a happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year. And wait, before I end, I also wanted to give a big shout out to my sister from another mister, I see her back there, Anna, and husband Tony, and to my Emerson family who are back here supporting me. Thank you so much. Thank you, God bless, and have a great evening. I will now entertain a motion to open the meeting to the public.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The meeting is now open to the public. Anyone in the public wish to say anything? There's a 3-minute time limit in effect. The board counsel will keep the time when the speaker time expires. The board attorney will announce the time expired.
Needs a mic.
Yeah.
Spell it? R-Y-A-N-R-O-Y, Ryan Roy. Ryan. And last name Roy. It sounds like I actually have to be like James Bond, so for the British intelligence. Ryan Roy, autism advocate, 167 North West Wing Avenue, Saddlebrook, New Jersey, 07663. I actually want to say congrats to Tracy Zur, along with Steve Tonelli, as they're actually got their re-elected terms in a good, successful way. It takes a lot of courage and a lot of prayers to make sure the necessary things have to really be met accordingly, and especially to those three amazing women. Doc Voss as chair pro tempore, and the first Latino to ever be elected, Jermaine Ortiz, and last but not least, the Emmy Award-winning writer and editor, Mary Amoroso. I know that, it's kind of tough when, we want to really do things for the township of Saddlebrook, but I know they're doing, new things as to building affordable apartments for the seniors, and we want to make sure this is totally accessible, and trying to fight to make a difference to really, upraise mental health within the township, because we suffered 2 huge losses last year. one student who was a sophomore at Southbrook High School, and the other who actually was a former graduate of the class of 2016, and especially to the son of the councilman as well. But we don't want to go too far with politics, but we want to make sure that mental health is necessarily implemented. We want to really preserve it to the rightful place, as 70 municipalities are stigma-free, and over 40 plus towns have access for all as well. And I actually represent both of these sectors, and I want to make sure that necessary things go into place of promoting accessibility universally, and especially with mental health for those with developmental or intellectual disabilities. We want to make sure that we exist to really be there as a contributing members to society, contributing members to society, and also to seek for acceptance, for those who really need to understand about people with disabilities, especially within the autism spectrum disorder, and to really be in an inclusive environment to the least restrictive environment. So, thank you, freeholder, sir, freeholder Tonelli, free woman Jermaine Ortiz, Doc Voss, and especially free woman Amoroso.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Roy. The Freeholder Board is fully committed, and we thank you for your advocacy, and we love the stigma-free program, and we will continue to fight this throughout the county. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else?
Good evening. Corinne Murphy, C-A-R-I-N-N-E, Murphy, M-U-R-P-H-Y. Thank you. I just want to say that congratulations, Tracy and Jermaine, and of course Joan, and everyone else. Thank you for all the work that you do. It's truly inspiring to see so many women in public office, and I can personally say that especially Jermaine and Tracy, you have done so much for my local community and my friends and family, so I really appreciate it. And Tommy's not here, but Tommy O'Sullivan is a really wonderful man, and he's really great for our county, and thank you for all the work you do. And I just want to mention, it was so wonderful that everyone up here, pretty much everyone, was talking about inclusivity. And I think it's so important in our county. It's not enough just to be diverse, which we clearly have in our county, but we have to be inclusive. I also want to say I really appreciate all the work that you've done for women, Mary. There's especially domestic violence. It's very important to me, and we have that issue in our county as well as all over New Jersey, all over the world. And I really appreciate all the work that you do, and thank you for being an advocate. Thank you, and have a great night. Happy 2019.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Captain Bill Sheehan. I'm your Hackensack River Keeper, and I want to congratulate all of you, and especially your chairman over here, for keeping the team together. We've been doing great things for Bergen County, and I was very, very happy to see the results back in November, and I'm even happier now to see you all there together, ready to give another term of service to the county that needs it, to the county that appreciates it, and all of the work that you do. I would like to single out Steve, because Steve has been our liaison on the Open Space Trust Fund Committee, which I serve on. I've been serving on it since the 90s when it was first put in. And, to have him there at the table with us when we're deliberating over how to spend the county's money, and then all the time when we send those recommendations to the Freeholder Board, and the Freeholder Board accepts our recommendations and then moves forward with those recommendations, it makes my work that much easier. Instead of fighting for everything, we just work through the process and we get what we need. So I want to thank you all for that. And Steve, looking forward to another year with you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Good evening. Loriana Organ from Manville, New Jersey. And I just want to congratulate all of you. Every single one of you had done such a great job for the county. I'm so proud to be part of that team. They began, I just remember when we came together. And I remember when I started working over here, and you was the champion at that moment with us. Tracy, I can be more proud of you as a woman. Amoroso, your name say it. Jermaine, what can I say? I'm so proud, especially because we are Latina and we know what it means to us. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Great job. Steve, you know how much I love you. So I would say to his wife, thank you for allowing him to be the great man of the community, to do the great job that he's doing. Thank you for all, to all your family for being cooperating with all of you to serve to the community. That's for what we are. That's what it means to be a human being. God say, if you are not good to serve, you are not good to live. So you're great to live because you are doing a great service. Thank you so much for being a great leader, and I am proud of all of you. God bless you.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you. There being no further business, I will now entertain a motion to close the meeting to the public.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Will the clerk please read the resolutions of the consent agenda?
The resolutions of consent are 119 through 1519.
May I have a motion to accept the resolutions on the consent agenda?
So moved.
Move the consent agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Roll call, please.
Vice Chairwoman Amoroso.
Yes.
Freeholder Gans.
Aye.
Freeholder Sullivan is absent. Freeholder Tonelli.
Yes.
Freeholder Voss is absent. Freeholder Zerf.
Yes.
Chairwoman Ortiz.
Yes.
With 5 votes, the consent agenda has passed.
Any resolutions of non-consent tabled or pulled?
There are none.
Before I ask for a motion to adjourn, I would like to ask Father Scott Atancio of Our Lady Queen of Peace in North Arlington to lead us in the benediction.
Almighty and eternal God, you have revealed your glory to all nations. God of power and might, wisdom and justice, through your authority is right, through you authority is rightly administered, laws are enacted, and judgment is decreed. Assist with your spirit of counsel and fortitude the members of the Board of Chosen Freeholders and all the leaders of Bergen County, that they will conduct all their work in righteousness and be eminently useful to your people over whom they preside. May they encourage due respect. May they execute laws with justice and mercy. May they seek to preserve peace, promote national happiness, and continue to bring us the blessings of liberty and equality. May they always be enabled by your powerful protection to discharge their duties with honesty and ability. We likewise commend to your unbounded mercy all citizens of the United States, that we may be blessed in the knowledge of your holy laws. May we be preserved in union and that peace which the world cannot give, and after enjoying the blessings of this life, be admitted to those which are eternal. We pray to you, who are Lord and God, forever and ever.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Father. I will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
This meeting is now adjourned. Please join us for refreshments out on the hallway. Thank you.
Thank you.